And we are live. There it is. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 524.
Oh, yeah.
Today is Monday, December 6th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay. And we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and today's a big day. Bitcoin Zay is going to throw some announcement at you, but first, the top stories of the day. McAfee catches heat after welching on famous Bitcoin bet. Ronnie Moas and Vinny Lingram come to blows almost over $20,000 Bitcoin bet. Grams are not investments, says Telegram, subtly denying SEC jurisdiction. Crypto booking service sees 33% boost after partnership with Booking.com. And last but not least, Burger King Venezuela starts Bitcoin payments in first of 40 stores.
Nice.
But first, are we going to jump into the prices?
Oh, yeah.
Let's jump into those prices. Let me go ahead and bring that up as I had already not done it. Boom.
Oh, yeah. So, the Bitcoin prices for today looking good for the overall market. Bitcoin is up 1% today.
Bull run.
Oh, yeah.
This is the time.
That's $7,540. Ethereum at $140 is up 2% today. Ripple actually up 10% today to 21 cent. Finally, crossing the 20 cent mark. Ripple.
Hold on, we
good
not
old cripple.
Yeah, we know lowly 2 dimes and a nickel.
Yeah, exactly. We do a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
Bitcoin Cash is at $234, up 4%, and Litecoin at $44.82 is up 1% as well. So across the board, we see green in all of the cryptos. It looks like. And going forward, one of the cryptos that we will discuss, a few times on here is Metronome. And Metronome, the reason we'll be discussing it is the big announcement today for all of you watching is I will be joining Metronome as the community manager starting today. Oh yeah, make it rain, Metronome.
Oh yeah,
Metronome. Oh yeah,
too funny.
Congrats to me, but appreciate everybody on the show that's been watching for years. Of course, King as well for convincing me to do this show, which led to the book, which led to Metronome, and I'll be doing community management there. So we'll be discussing that price. And for today, it is up 10%. So that is one good thing about different projects. Whenever they start booming, people get excited. However, I am on the community management side. I am not here to call out prices. I am here to inform you on the different times we listed on exchanges. Which, for example, Bancor. It just got it listed on Bancor last week, which is one of the most famous decentralized exchanges. So you can actually buy Metronome on Bancor. You can use MetaMask to purchase it, or you can download the Metronome wallet. All of those links will be in our videos from here on out, so you can actually join the community and hit me up with any questions you have on Telegram. We'll send that link out as well.
Well, I have some questions. I know you all will, because as we know, we've actually covered Metronome here a couple of times. They were created after the whole Segwit 2X fiasco by none other than Jeff Garzik. So I can't wait to actually hear Bitcoin Zay once he talks to him and kind of get his thoughts on what went down with that, and I guess the future of Metronome. So. This is a positive thing, though. I mean, this is where we talk about crypto projects and bringing them to the actual community. Not just Metronome either. We're actually working with about 3 or 4 other teams now for different interviews coming down the pike and other things. But this is a good thing, and it actually segues into our next couple of stories, which if you saw the title, I'm not sure which order I put it in, but we put Swindled, Hoodwinked, and Bamboozled. And that's because the first top stories of the day are about basically crypto people lying in the crypto sphere and messing up their reputation. And one of the things we were joking about before we got started today, I was like, hey, another 2 down, another 2 bites of dust. When we started as a team, we said we're playing the long game. There's no rush to get rich quick or any of that. And we're starting to see it with YouTubers going down, with Twitter people going down, with spokespeople for this and that going down. Everybody going down. So hey,
somehow we still here.
Somehow we are still here on episode 500 and something. Couple of quick shout outs. We'll get to that top story. What's going on? Shannon Allen, Sergeant Crypto, Dexter Hand Sr., Jizzy Mack, Tessa Allison, Christopher Ladd, Dylan Darchinville. Who else we got? I think I said Tessa. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Gibson Sr., Coke by Paris, Phil Gnomes, Gervais Wright.
Oh, yeah.
Phil said, welcome aboard, Isaiah.
Oh, yeah.
There we
Shout
go.
out to Phil on the team at Metronome. Actually finding me through Anthony Pompliano's Pomp, if you know him through his podcast. So shout out to Pomp, putting me on the podcast. Shout out to Phil for finding me there.
There we go. And shout out to Metronome. We can't wait to see. We're definitely paying attention. All right, top stories of the day, people. I'm telling you, as we always say, you can't make this stuff up in crypto. McAfee catches heat after welching on famous Bitcoin bet. That is right. Many bold predictions about Bitcoin's price have been made over the years, but tech entrepreneur John McAfee's 2017, that's when everybody's making these foolish bets. 2017 claimed that Bitcoin would reach $1 million before the end of 2020, garnered more column and inches than any other. I get what they're trying to say here. That's kind of funny. What was going on with this bet he made? Exactly what was the bet, and why is he welching on it all of a sudden?
Oh, yeah. So, if you remember the bull run in 2017, everybody lost their damn mind, it seemed like, because people were making crazy bets. People were saying outlandish things, making outlandish bets for the future. One of them was McAfee, who said that Bitcoin will reach $1 million before the end of 2020, or he would consume his own manhood. And
oh my goodness.
Of course, nobody wants to see that. And I believe when he said it, I thought he was joking.
Right.
However, a lot of people took it seriously and said, hey, if you make a bet, you got to pay up. And he actually doubled down on it. So at that point, I was like, all right, well, he must be serious.
I remember he doubled down on it. I got scared too.
That's what I said. Because if he would have just said I'm joking at the beginning, it wouldn't have been anything to make up for. But his comments January 5th through a tweet state that they were a ruse to onboard new users, and smugly asserted it worked. So for those of you who have gotten tricked out of crypto or have been one of the people who follow these crypto marketers who just yell out different stuff, one of the things you have to realize is if they're wrong and you've already given them your money, they just laugh and say, well, I was wrong. And then that's it. Nobody's going to do anything to them. The government can't even barely find them, so I know you can't. So for those of you who may have staked your entire life on the 2020 $1 million Bitcoin, remember, people, it's a long game. Nobody's getting rich quick. And one of the people you probably don't want to listen to right now is McAfee when it comes to predictions. He literally said, I'm taking money to promote your altcoin. And he did that for weeks.
Well, he said that after he started doing it.
Exactly.
To be fair, too.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Once you started seeing that, you should have said, okay, well, he could have just said that and somebody promoted to say it. So, hey, that's what it is. And if you got... nobody really got tricked because I feel like Bitcoin would do well, but it's not going to $1 million by the end of 2020, not in my opinion. If it does, it must be some sort of world catastrophe happens, aliens come back, and I don't know, whatever. But
CB News Network, what's going on Crypto Blood? Crypto Blood said, of course in more vulgar terms, but penis chop 2020. That is right. That is what he said. Again, we said it the nice way, but John McAfee came out in 2017 and said he would eat his own penis on national TV if that price didn't reach $1 million. And as Crypto Blood is calling out, it is time for that chop of 2020. We want to see some action.
Yeah.
P-Man Van said, I don't understand why McAfee is news. The guy is nuts. Well, it's kind of like with Bitcoins, they said. If you remember, he was pumping altcoins left and right, making a ton of money. About a month went by before he actually came out and said, hey, guys, I'm just pumping dumping, basically. And he basically just came out and said, or I'm just sponsoring these coins or whatever. But, it went to show. I think in the crypto community, one of the biggest problems we have, which is why we keep falling to the same regulatory trap, is that people are coming over with money, and that automatically makes them a celebrity in the space, whether they have Bitcoin knowledge or not. Now, I'm not throwing that tag on McAfee because, of course, he is a cybersecurity expert. So if anybody, he deserves to be here as much as anybody else. But, he was a person that people were looking to more or less, not really for cybersecurity reasons, but because of the money behind it. That, hey, I could pump this coin, or I have this many followers and all that. And people were just literally buying the bag as he was selling it. And the same thing here. If you believe that, you should not believe anything else he says in regards to crypto, because he's even coming out telling you, I've been running ruses on you guys.
That's what I'm joking around.
Hey, you guys trusted me? I was just kidding with you.
Hey, like I said, you guys have been swindled. You've been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled.
CB News Network, Crypto Blood is calling it out. He's been avoiding me. He know he was supposed to come on the channel, but he didn't want the smoke.
Yeah, that was a technical difficulty. And because of travel, I will be doing it soon, but just not right now.
Oh, he's talking about, I thought he was talking about McAfee. Okay.
Nah.
He's talking about, there you go. Call him out, Crypto Blood. What's going on, Crypto Fresh? Lexi P, Happy New Year. Let's see. Pennywise said meth. I'm not sure if you say methodical or meth and
Oh, meth and Takal.
Yeah. Oh, meth and Takal. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like the CD from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Long time no
That's
hear.
what I'm talking about.
Tainted Treats. What's going on? I haven't heard nobody mention that in a while. All right, next top story. Ronnie Moas is in the news. Ronnie Moas and Vinny Lingram come to blows over 20K Bitcoin bet. Now, first, the title a little bit clickbait. They didn't come to like physical blows as much as Twitter blows, but I know these days it's the same thing. When I saw blows at first, I was like, what, they fighting? They fighting? What's going on?
I mean, that fight, I imagine, would just be
hilarious
in real life.
But this is about a bet that was made in 2018. Now, this bet, we were actually at the bet. Like we were in the place of bet. It was at the World CryptoCon. Of course, the Bitcoin was the Bitcoin Bad Guys Bitcoin podcast for the guys leading the conversation. On stage, you had a panel of crypto, whatever you want to call them, enthusiasts, experts, whatever. And on that panel was, of course, Ronnie Moas and Vinny Lingram, polar opposites and what they thought about some of Bitcoin's price predictions. Well, it was at that time, again, this is at World CryptoCon back in the end of October of 2018, where they made a bet in which Ronnie Moas said by the end of 2020, if Bitcoin, or excuse me, by the end of, was it 2018?
By the end of 2019.
By the end of 2019, if Bitcoin was not worth $28,000, he would donate $20,000 to a charity. At the time, that charity was the Free Ross charity for Ross Ulbricht, which we spoke a lot about here.
Shout out to Ross.
We've signed that petition. And he said that, I'm assuming, because he spoke to his mother at the conference, because she was everywhere at the conference, right? I mean, she was literally everywhere you go.
We took pictures with her.
We interviewed her.
Yep.
We had pictures with Ronnie. We interviewed Ronnie about a week later as well. So again, we talked to all these people at the conference. We were there when the bet was made. I mean, the bet was clear as day in front of everyone. But Ronnie Moas has just recently come out after... After Vinny Lingram called him out on January 1st saying, hey, did you pay the bet already? We want to see the receipts. Ronnie Moas basically came back out and said, hey, I didn't know what the Free Ross thing was really about. So I'm not going to support that charity. I'm going to be doing these 5 other charities. I don't know. He's came out with a whole lot of talking and not a whole lot of paying. Is all I know.
Once again, Swindled, Hoodwinked, and Bamboozled. That's why it's the name of the show today.
I mean, and here's some of the tweets here, you all. You can tell us more about the story while I show them these tweets.
Yeah, well, this is what I've seen so far. I saw the back and forth,
right.
And what happened was, if you don't want to pay back the bet, just say that. But as soon as he started calling Lingham effing bastard, and then he started saying you're a jackass and all this stuff like that, all of that started going deep, and that's when I in my opinion, I felt like he sort of realized, hey, I can't pay this money to Free Ross. Either I don't have it to give away, or I just don't want to do it. Either way, whatever he said here makes no sense. He was like, read my tweets from before, and that has nothing to do with anything. You made the bet, pay up. If not, just say that. Just say, I made the bet, and I don't want to pay.
Yeah.
And then just deal with the consequences.
Like McAfee. It was just a ruse.
It was just a ruse.
I was just trying to get some more. What was the project he was pumping at the time? Because he was pumping a project.
Dig.
It was just a ruse. I wanted more people to join Dig.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this about Ronnie. From when I met Ronnie, just personally, I don't have any issue with him. Seemed like a decent guy or whatever. From his business point of view, we had to talk about that too. Dig. I remember when we did interview Ronnie, some of the people there weren't very happy with him because I guess it was either when Dig had just crashed or right after. Do you remember?
It was right before.
It was right before
because people were excited about it being added to a platform,
an
exchange,
and it crashed about a week or two later
on that exchange. As soon as they got listed, which always happens, people think leading up to it, they ignore it, and then right before they try and buy it. They buy it at a high price, and then as soon as it hits the exchange, it crashes. It's happened 1,000 times.
Right. So his stuff crashed, and I can tell you personally that some of the people that invested with him, who came to us for consultation, they were not happy with that guy to the extent of some of the people out here were like, hey, if I see this man in public at Whole Foods, I might slap him.
It's on site.
So that's how some of his investors felt. Again, we talked about 2 or 3 of them.
I heard the words on site from an old man.
For real, that's what we're saying. It was like older people who were like,
old dude said it's on site.
When we see this guy, it's over with. So it's crazy. But I mean, this kind of goes to the character of who he is. And also, again, in the crypto space, this is stuff that scares institutional investors away. They don't want to see the person in charge of an ICO or whatever project out there calling someone an effing bastard. I mean, I see why the titles was they came to blows because, if you calling somebody an effing bastard online, at the next conference, there might actually be an issue. But, and to Vinny's credit, because Vinny can rub your skin or, rub you the wrong way or whatever. He basically just said here, as you can see in the tweet for those who are listening, Bitcoin did not hit the 28,000 as predicted by Ronnie Moas. When we made the bet in Vegas in 2018, Ronnie, please post proof of payment of the donation and thanks for being a good sport. And to be fair too, so my point is he was polite about this. He wasn't rude in calling him out. And to be fair, everyone at that conference that they thought Vinny was going to be the one to lose the bet, and we were waiting for him to pay us. Yeah. So again, to keep it fair, we'll look at a couple more quick tweets. That was the first one. The second one, Ronnie's still going back out and read my last 3 posts and the ones preceding from the last 24 hours, you effing jackass. Stop making a fool out of yourself in a public forum.
So what do we learn here, people? People make bets. They don't follow through with it in the crypto world. Whatever. I've been at these conferences. I've talked to a lot of these people in person. I don't see anybody getting hands put on them. So most of this stuff is just talk. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So most of it's just
Ronnie
talk.
Ronnie got medical issues, man. He better stop popping off people.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's all talk, and everybody talks a lot, which is, it's good for the market because everybody's just sort of figuring it out. But one thing you do want to learn here is, like I said, just because people make promises, they have a name in this market.
Right, you can't trust them.
Doesn't mean anything.
You know what? This is actually a great case example of, like, imagine all these people just being banks. It's the same thing. The banks are doing the same thing.
Same thing.
Last but not least on this, because I definitely want to shout out Free Ross again. Mm-hmm. What he put out on Twitter was that he did not want to pay the money to Free Ross charity because that charity was unacceptable to him from an ethical, conscientious, and moral standpoint. And he said, I'm only scratching the surface with this post. He basically saying Ross Ulbricht is guilty from the information. Yeah. Now, again, I am calling out Ronnie Moas on this because, to me, this is a coward move. Mm-hmm. Ross Ulbricht's mother, Lynn, was at the conference where you made the bet. In fact, she probably was in the same room, if I remember correctly. Everyone was there. Everyone was like kind of circling about. So and she made sure people understood everything was going on with the Ross trial. She invited you to research it yourself. So for you to be a person in this space who've done an ICO or any other project or anything, to all of a sudden not know how to do your own research, I find that hard to believe.
And don't call out a charity if you
don't
haven't
call
researched
out a charity,
it.
Right? Yeah, and second thing is, again, I think he should just be honest. This is why I'm calling him a coward. Just say you don't have the money, because that's probably what's likely. Because if I invested in Dig, you better not have the money.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you got 20K.
How you got 20K and I don't got 20K no more?
Yeah,
so
bring that over to the Dig side.
If anything, you really could have got away with the bet, losing the bet or not paying the bet by just saying, "Hey guys, this was during Dig. I was, hey, I thought I could make some money or I had money to contribute. I don't." It's that simple. But instead, you go after the entire Free Ross charity. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, not at all.
All right. Other than that, back on to great news, people, or decent news for some stories at least. Grams are not investments, says Telegram, subtly denying SEC jurisdiction.
There we go, Grams.
We're going to fight.
There we go. Because people keep saying, what are you going to do with the SEC? And then what is the SEC going to do when people say, you're not my jurisdiction?
Nah, it's okay. We're not going to.
We don't even know who you are. Like, you're not my dad.
Stranger danger, stranger danger.
Goofy head.
Telegram's Gram, the native cryptocurrency for the Telegram Open Network TON, is not an investment product, the firm stressed in the fresh public statement. In a January 6th blog post, Telegram emphasized that Grams should not be associated with expectations for profits based on purchase or holding of the token. Such an expectation usually defines the security. So they are getting away from security talk, right? Mm-hmm. What else is going on here?
Oh, yeah. So Telegram went on to write, you should not expect any profits based on your purchase or holding of Grams. And I like that name. And Telegram makes no promises that you will make any profits. Grams are intended to act as a medium of exchange between users in the TON ecosystem. Grams are not investment products, and there should be no expectation of future profit or gain from the purchase, sale, or holding of Grams. Now, the way they frame that seems to be the way most projects going forward are going to frame their most overseas projects are going to frame it, so that the SEC doesn't come in out of nowhere like, hey, by the way, that $2 billion you just got, you need to make up. Everybody, look, we didn't promise anybody gains. It's a medium of exchange. You can make money, but there's no promise, and you shouldn't expect any profit. So I'm glad that they're fighting back. I think a lot of projects need to do this, especially overseas projects. Mm-hmm. Stop letting the SEC stomp all over you.
I can't believe it happens like this.
They just show up at the door like, hey, by the way.
In another country.
Who are you? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, in another country.
Well, I'll tell you why they do it.
But it is some coordination there, but of course.
This is why it happens, because again, United States, America, hey, gang, people.
Gang.
If you don't do with the SECs, when they give you a call from thousands of miles away, then they'll hit you with their around. We all know how that goes, right?
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and the U.S. is pissed off. So I guess that's why. It looks like they also said Grams don't give their holders any special rights, just like owning euros doesn't give you shares in the European Union.
Clap back. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Hey, people starting their own ecosystems.
Right. And I mean, this is, again, Gram nor any other project shouldn't be paying government regulators. At the end of the day, again, the reason why government regulation and laws came into cryptocurrency at the beginning of 2018 is because it was a money market. People were making money. and a lot of new professionals switching different careers and coming over to crypto wanted a way to mitigate risks. They knew they couldn't catch up with people along the likes of myself and Bitcoin Zay. So what's another way to mitigate the risk? Well, how could we just use regulators to stifle competition and to protect all my investment if I lose it all?
Yep.
And that's the purpose of the SEC with some of these projects. When you talk about Telegram, a company that's overseas, and you remember we saw that list of people who backed them. There were multi-billion and multi-million-dollar companies and investment funds backing this Graham token sale.
Oh, yeah.
So
they're not giving up easy.
Yeah, they're not giving up easy. They have the money to pay for lawyers, and you're crazy if you don't think they have any special rights. Now, this part Telegram is lying on. Yeah. If I just gave you 150, 200 million, I got a couple of special rights. I got some rights. Yeah. All right. But in general, again, it's one of those things. We shouldn't see U.S. regulators trying to police the entire planet on crypto. Yeah. So. We'll see what happens with it.
Take it down a notch, SEC.
Take it down a notch, SEC.
Take it down a notch.
All right. Crypto booking service sees 33% boost after partnership with Booking.com.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go, Booking. A way to make this happen. What's going on here?
Oh, yeah. So, cryptocurrency accepting booking service Traveler has seen its revenue for the month of December go up over 33.5% month to month following their partnership with Booking.com. I actually downloaded the Booking app. Pretty slick. Haven't used it for a trip yet, but I will be soon. Traveler has seen the total number of accommodations reach 1,528. And in December, and 15% increase since November. So one of the things about their actual platform is every single month they're literally increasing in business. Ooh, nice. So Booking, once Booking allows people to accept cryptocurrency, or Traveler, allows cryptocurrency, and they keep growing over time, people will just start using it, and it won't be any question about how to send cryptocurrency. Now it's just sort of part of the economy. So this is a good step forward.
That's pretty cool to see. Shout out to them. Again, this goes in detail. Crypto and tourism. The tourism and travel industry is increasingly accepting cryptocurrency to facilitate transactions in an increasingly interconnected global world. Again, people, it's one of those things where 1 + 1 = 2. If you're a merchant out there and you're not accepting crypto in 2020, you're doing something. Why aren't you accepting something of value? It's that simple. You don't even think of it as crypto. It's just something of value I can exchange for fiat. So,
and a quick breakdown of how the crypto went, so you don't think it's just like, crypto's there but nobody's using it. 9% paid in Traveler's proprietary token AVA, 28% in Bitcoin, 8% in Bitcoin Cash, and 37% a mixture of PayPal and crypto. So 60% of the bookings paid for in crypto. That's a pretty big number going forward, and I think people are starting to realize this isn't going anywhere, people. So, yes, this token, AVA, shout out to Traveler, shout out to Booking.com.
And looking at some of these quick comments right quick, let's see, going back. I saw that Shannon Allen said when I spoke to McAfee, he had aluminum foil in his walls, LOL. Too funny. Let's see. PFC Wells said something about Lynn Albrecht. He said, "Yep, she definitely gets the word out about Ross." So we know that.
She's all over the place.
She's all over the place. So for you to say, "Well, I didn't know what this charity was. I didn't know Ross Albrecht. I didn't know what was going on here."
I've seen it 3 times.
Just say you broke, bro. It's been a 2-year bear market. Everybody broke. We got it.
It's all good, brother.
This Zebrahead 1. Thanks, Zebrahead 1. Said this channel is underrated. You guys deserve 50K plus subscribers all in due time. That's right. We're in no rush. It'll happen.
Yeah.
Jizzy Max said Ronnie isn't a great person. He isn't even a crypto head. He called him a D-bag. PFC Will said people only follow him because he talks money. He may talk money, but his character sucks. Hey, all you need is one win. Hopefully he'll get another one back. Ronan Bushido Sal was saying, do you think McAfee will follow through his bet? Nope, that was the first story we covered today.
Not even close.
He said it is not happening.
No.
What's going on, Jamal J up in New York? Hope you're staying warm. PFC Wells said they got the bag to deal with the U.S. gang. He's talking about Telegram.
Yeah, like you said, they're backed by Russian billionaires. If you think they're just going to go away,
right.
Good luck, guys.
What's going on, Tiffany from New York? Chats with Decentralized going on. Chats with Decentralized, of course. He runs that DVault project, people, DEVAULT. So make sure you check that out. He said, when is the one free book per episode for a random live viewer?
Oh, yeah. That would be pretty good once a week. Maybe give away a free book.
There we go.
To our top viewers. That would be pretty good. I don't know how many people have already gotten the book from our viewers, but yeah, that would be great. Shout out to you, Decentralized. Good idea.
All right. Last but not least, Burger King Venezuela starts Bitcoin payments in first 40 stores. Wow. Shout out to Burger King.
That's what I'm talking about.
What is going on with BK?
Oh, yeah. So, Burger King in Venezuela, a place where they will damn near accept anything for payment except the Venezuelan Bolivar. They have actually announced that Burger King, they're not taking those muffin funds, but Burger King, they have accepted payment for cryptocurrencies in Venezuela through Crypto Buyer. The CEO, Jorge Farias, says he plans to incorporate payment-grade cryptocurrency in January across 40 stores in Venezuela. They will also be putting out Crypto Buyer Pay with their own token, and Dash CEO Ryan Taylor also commented on the new partnership. It's official that Burger King has just accepted Bitcoin Cash as a payment option in Slovenia. Burger King is now part of the Go Crypto family and is BK's first physical location in the world to accept cryptocurrency. So you have Slovenia now, you have Venezuela. Burger King is a part of the crypto world. Whenever it's coming to the U.S., we don't know, but we all know it's only regulations holding it back. I mean, as you can see, other countries are adopting it. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, they should all be accepting crypto at this point, but we'll wait to see.
All right, there it is. Let's see. Other than that, that is the show for today. Are we doing free CryptoCoin? I know we still owe 2 people. I believe Sergeant Crypto, we still owe you, and one other person. Did you have any free CryptoCoin question for the day?
Not today, but what we can do is anybody on the show who joins the Telegram. If you join the Telegram,
there we go.
Just send me a message.
Metronome
Telegram.
Metronome
Telegram. We'll put the link
people
at the bottom. Anybody who joins the Telegram Metronome, out of you all, will choose to give away some free CryptoCoins.
All right. Again, congrats to Bitcoin Zay over here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We have the Metronome partnership. So great job to all those people over at Metronome working hard.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Block.
Block.
The company above Metronome who put it out.
Boom. There we go. Here, let me stack this to right.
Chicago Blockchain Center. Shout out to you all.
I'm doing it backwards, people. Here we go. Here we go.
So those of you
stack
in
it
Chicago.
up. Yeah. There it is. Who's this? Who's this?
Jeff Garza.
Oh, that's Jeff Garza. All right, there we go, Jeff. Jeff Garzik, Block, and Metronome. Congrats on that partnership.
Yes, sir.
Again, it's cool that, not just Bitcoin Zay, community manager over at Metronome. Mm-hmm. I know we have Tyler White, who's a crypto warrior. He's over at BRD Wallet, so he's there holding it down as their community manager. We know Antonio from the UK who comes in. He's with, I think, 2 or 3 different crypto teams right now as their community manager. Of course, Alec G, who stops in. We have Chaster Decentralized, has his own project here with Devault. So again, people, we know PFC Wells Trek, he has his own YouTube. CB News Network, Crypto Blood has his own YouTube. People, this is why we don't worry when we love this space, is because we're not worried about just getting a bunch of people watching for no reason. We're worried about getting people watching that are actually in this space, working, or at least having some type of enthusiasm about the space. So happy to see you all there, and congrats to everyone so far. Going into 2020 is about to be a big year, right?
Oh yeah, huge year, man. Be ready. And for those of you in the Miami area, be looking out for a date for the Miami Metronome meetup. That will be right before or right after the North American Bitcoin Conference. So throughout the week, we'll give updates on that, and hopefully see you all there.
There it is. Other than that, that is the show for today, people. As always, thank you for watching and the continued support. Make sure you go over to Metronome and join that community channel on Telegram. And I'm sure we'll be having more news for you when it comes to Metronome and Block as well. Other than that, have a happy Monday, and we will see you all tomorrow. Cheers.
Cheers.